Hi guys, welcome to our channel of Sciences and Mathematics. Today we are going to look at a concept in statistics, and of course this is a concept of the median. We said last time from one of our videos that median is one of the three concepts of measures of central tendency. And this median, of course, we're going to look at different concepts in which grouped data or a class of data can be treated and how we can be able to obtain a median. So without further ado, thank you and welcome. So in this case, of course, the concept of the median, as I have said, is one of the measures of central tendency. And the median, what are the methods, the measures of central tendency are the concepts that fall under the wider topic of statistics. So therefore, this concept of the median implies, or means, or this one implies the score that occurs at the middle or at the center of a given set of data. Last time we had given our set of data and we talked about the concept of a class of data or a range of data, and then we talked about the concept of also grouped and ungrouped data. So in this case, we're going to look at the aspect of grouped data, whereby we're going to try and interpret what the concept of a median means. So a median, as I've said, is the score that occurs at the middle or at the center of a given data when the data is arranged in either ascending or descending order. So we can obtain this concept of a median from a set of data that has been arranged. So this group data that has been arranged in either ascending or descending order. So this one in an essence means that the data has been grouped, and that is where we're going to obtain the median from. Now there's this formula that I'm going to write on the board, and that is the formula that we're going to use in representing the median. Now that we have talked about some of the specific symbols like F that we gave when we were talking about the mean, and this one of course refers to the frequency of a certain set of data. We're going also to introduce other areas or concepts that we're going to use. Of course, from what we've already discussed, we know that this is the number of this set of values, and this is the frequency. I'm also going to introduce around 3 additional concepts, or the symbols that we're going to use to represent this set of data, so that it's going to assist us in trying to figure out how the general formula for median can be able to be interpreted. So in this case, when we are talking about median is given as L plus, this is n over 2 minus c over f into I. So of course, as I've said, we had introduced this term n and f. Therefore, and this concept, of course, this one refers to the median. Therefore, we are going to concentrate on trying to define what, or maybe give an illustration of what these 3 specific concepts or 4 specific concepts mean. Now, in this case, for L, this L implies a lower limit of the median class. This is the lower limit of the median class. And then n, as I've said, n represents the total frequency. This is frequency. And then the letter C represents cumulative frequency. Above the median class. of course, we have talked about F representing frequency. And then I, in this case, which is the one that is there, is going to represent class interval. So in this case, this is the formula that we are talking about. And the different terms that I've defined or just given an illustration for this: F represents the frequency, L represents the lower limit of the median class, N represents the total frequency, and then C is the cumulative frequency above the median class, and I. Of course, when we're going to give a tabular form of maybe a particular kind of data, then we're going to see how these different letters or different illustrations can be able to be employed in interpreting that data and trying to find the median. So therefore, we're going to use a sample question in trying to work out an example of this set of or a mean of central tendency or measurement of central tendency, so that it can assist us to understand what this concept of median is. So I'll do away with that one, but I'm going to give this formula, write it somewhere so that we can be able to use it appropriately. So in that case, I'm going to have a table for illustration for the same. Now, given the above distribution, I've given a table that is table B, that's showing the marks, perhaps the marks that is obtained in a specific set of teaching, maybe a classroom. And then there's a frequency. Of course, this frequency we're going to give it, as we have said, by the initial F. And then that is cumulative frequency. Now, from our formula, we've talked about C being the cumulative frequency, but we're going to see how cumulative frequency can be regarded as maybe the cumulative frequency for the class that is above the median class, etc. So in this case, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use a different, of course, mark to show that one. So we have defined median as the score that occurs at the middle or at the center of a given data when the data is arranged in ascending or descending order. So given that this is the data that we have been given for us, we can see that it's ascending order from this. We follow downwards. This we have a range of an ascending order of data. So therefore, we can be able to find the median from that set of data. Now that the frequency is, our frequency is 40. Now that our frequency, of course, we are going to see how much our frequency is. Let's first try to define, or maybe give a formula for that. We'll be able to identify different sets of information that we have given. So I'll just have to have somewhere to write that formula, just this upper part of the table. So we had said that median is given as L plus N over 2 minus C into I over F. This is the median. And then we said that the letter L represents the lower limit of a median class, N represents the total frequency, C is the cumulative frequency above the median class, F represents the frequency of the median class, and I is the interval. Now we are going to try and identify these specific letters that we've talked about. Now in this case for L, now that we have said L being the lower limit of the median class, let's try to see which median class, of course, which is going to give us the median class in this set of data. We can be able to find the cumulative or the total frequency for that case. Try to see how much these figures give us. This is 9 plus 22